Hey. Mr. Krapf here for writing. I'm going to show you guys how to write an opening. Well, actually, I showed you this many times, but we're going to do a little review here. You're going to need that notebook. You're going to need that notebook. You guys should have got a notebook from me. Maybe when this all went down, you want to find that notebook. If you don't have a notebook, get a piece of paper. So this is writing an opening. I'm going to need you to write down a couple of things inside that notebook, or if you have paper, this will also be good. So writing an opening. So here's some ways to begin any story that you have to write about. So one day. One day is an old classic. You can't go wrong with one day. One day, Bob and Sue went to the park. One day, a snake and tiger were hanging out in the jungle. So one day. So then we have one night. Yeah, you guys should be copying this stuff down right now. Yes, copy. One night. One night, I heard a noise outside my window. One night, I decided to go for a walk. Okay. And then we have last week. Last week, I decided to join a basketball team. So again, it's just a point of origin where the story begins. One day, one night, last week, last month. Last month, I ate ice cream for the first time. I decided it was really good. Okay, that was kind of lame. Last year, I turned 8 years old, and it was the best year of my life. Blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you why. All right, so recap. We got one day, one night, last week, last month, last year. Again, always to start a story. Last year, it was very tough for me. And then you can go on to talk about why it was tough for you. Here we go. Last Halloween. So you can go with holidays. Last Halloween, last Christmas, on my last birthday, last summer, last winter. Last summer, I took a trip around the world. No, you'll probably do that in summer. Yeah, never mind. Last summer, I took a trip around the world. Here we go. It all started when? It all started when I drank that green potion. It all started when I heard a sound under my bed. So it all started when is another good way to begin a story. It all started when. Once upon a time, for all you fairy tale fans, once upon a time, there were three little pigs. So you usually use that when you make fairy tales. Once upon a time. In the beginning, yes, it's kind of basic, right? Beginning of a story, the opening. In the beginning, I was all by myself. In the beginning, I was alone in a forest, but then that all changed. In the beginning, not a lot of people use it in the beginning. Crash. You could always start with like a sound effect. Crash, boom, zap. Good way to get your reader's attention. All right, so I'm going to have you guys copy down a sentence for me. So find a brand new page. This is going to be our story page. And I'm going to have you guys, every day, we're going to write down a sentence. So here's my sentence I need you to copy down. One summer morning, comma, I'll go back. One summer morning, bear and zebra were on their way to the beach. I'll just sit right here. One summer morning, bear and zebra were on their way to the beach. So I have the opening, one summer morning. I have my characters, bear and zebra, and I have where they're going. One summer morning, bear and zebra were on their way to the beach. All right, so make sure you go back, write down the ways to open a story, write down this sentence, and tomorrow we're going to add on to the story. I might give you guys a question in Google Classroom about creating your own opening sentence, so stay tuned for that if it's not already there right now.